two, one.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here with Abraham and Fani Sculley with Storytelling Solutions of America, and we just did the ribbon cutting. How exciting! So I know that they're excited, and I'm just curious about Storytelling Solutions of America. But firstly, what gave you the idea and the motivation to start it?
Absolutely. Such a great question. So, Storytelling Solutions of America is a launching pad for teaching youth to share their story, access mental health care through the art and skill of public speaking. And growing up in a household where we didn't necessarily have conversations about mental health,
Right.
I saw that there was a need to talk about mental health because whether we know it or believe it, we all have mental health.
Yes.
So as soon as we're able to start understanding how we can prioritize our mental health, so we're thinking well, we're operating well, we're accomplishing our goals, I think that puts us in the best place possible. And through my own mental health challenges, I started to recognize how there were many young people who dealt with mental health challenges and didn't have the safe space to have conversations.
Yeah.
Yes.
So our goal is to really be that launching pad, empower young adults to know that it's okay to have these conversations, but then also give them the skills to communicate
Yes.
effectively.
Yeah. And then Fani, how about you? What is your type of motivation? I know that Abraham just kind of told us everything about why he's passionate about it in his own personal journey. Now you all are married, so that's definitely tied together. But what are some of the things that kind of motivate you?
Yeah, so for me, same my personal experience with depression and anxiety since I was very young, and realizing that it wasn't until I had the skills to communicate and articulate my needs that I was able to ask for help and feel comfortable asking for help, and not only for myself, but being able to advocate for my peers and the people that I love. And so we want to instill that in young people, empower them with not only the education but with the tools for them to feel empowered and motivated to advocate for themselves and for their peers, so that we can eradicate stigma and we can create safe spaces for these children to live well lives and experience well-being.
Now, one of the things that I know is that you cannot improve any of your other areas of health until you fix your mental health, because you
Yes.
need to make
Absolutely.
the decision to get healthier physically. You need to make the decision to
Yeah.
get healthier spiritually. And all of that comes back down to your mental health.
Yes.
So,
Great.
I'm just curious about the name as well. What is the origin of the name Storytelling Solutions of America?
Yeah, so I genuinely believe that we can create impact and make change through stories. If we think about the beginning of time, like
Yeah.
stories have carried over generations, and people will remember not what you say but how you make them feel. And the
Yes.
way we can
Yes.
make feeling happen is through stories, sharing our own stories, sharing stories of others. And that's what really creates the change that I believe that we can see in the world, especially around conversations about mental health.
Yeah.
So the stories that we're sharing, the stories that we're curating, are then becoming solutions to problems that exist, whether it is inequities to mental health care, barriers to seeking support, the stigma that exists. We're creating these solutions through the stories that we're using throughout the country.
Yeah.
All right, that's wonderful. Fani, you sound like you had something to add to that.
Yeah, and another cool thing to add is that, stories help us humanize mental health, right? When we think about mental health, we think of it as like other people's issues, but when we get to hear other stories and their lived experiences, we can see ourselves in them and realize how we are so much alike, and how all of us, we struggle with similar things. We're not alone, and that empowers us to ask for help and help ourselves.
So, what type of individual and who would be the person that would benefit the most from what you all provide?
So we're looking to get in touch with teenagers. So the
Yes.
parents of teenagers, anyone between the ages of 14 to 18, will really benefit from this, especially if they are looking for the language that they need to then share their story, to advocate. One of the aspects that we're focusing on is public speaking skills.
Okay.
And that's actually one of the greatest fears that many people have.
Yeah.
But the reason we have the fear is because we don't know the mechanics. We don't know that public speaking is an art. It's a skill that can be developed over time. So as we're sharing these skills, we're not only empowering, teenagers to advocate for themselves or share their own stories, but we are equipping them for what life looks like and what their career can look like because they now have learned how to communicate
Yeah.
effectively.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, I'm glad that you all are targeting the younger audience, which is going to be in the teen years, because then you can prevent some of the things that can really
Yeah.
turn into worse things when they turn into adults. And, it's such a challenging time to be a teenager. It's always been a challenging time to be a teenager.
Yeah.
True.
But the
Especially
pressures
now.
that are put on our teens today, especially because of the way that the internet and social media works,
Yeah.
it's so important. And it's been challenging times for everyone in the last few years, just with all the changes that we've had. And then I
Yeah.
know that the impact on teens has been great. So what you all are providing, it's definitely much needed in our community and every community across America, right?
Yes.
Storytelling Solutions of America. What is the best way for people to get in touch with you if they have questions, if they want to get involved? And is there any opportunities for someone else to be more involved in, say, what you all are doing? Whether it be volunteerism, whether it be donating their time or their energy or their money or resources or whatever.
Great question. So, a couple of ways that individuals can contact us is through social media. So, we are on Instagram, just storytelling_solutions. We also have an email address, storytellingssolutionsofamerica@gmail.com. Some of the things that we're looking for is sponsorship. So, individuals, businesses, corporations that believe in the mission
Yes.
and that believe in the purpose of what we're doing to be able to help us to create these spaces through the workshops that we're providing, to be able to fund the workshops and to provide these opportunities for teenagers. So we're also looking for volunteers. So anyone who is interested in becoming a mentor for a young person, and any individual who feels like they have great public speaking skills and want to be able to help facilitate different workshops. Any individuals who are in the mental health field,
Yes.
in healthcare, that would like to be able to come out and share information. We're always looking for guest speakers as well
Yeah.
that can come out and help with facilitating presentations and workshops for the students. So that's what I would say is our core need right now.
All right, great. Well, you heard it here, everyone. This is Abraham and Fani Sculley with Storytelling Solutions of America. I'll put the information down at the bottom of the screen. So, again, you can visit their social on Instagram and then also email them if you want to contact them. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Take care.